The interesting thing about the itinerary is that it marries a kind of visit with the power elites and some of the most important people in the country with visits to very poor people and disadvantaged people in the country, which is incredibly important for this Pope, who has talked about wanting the church to be a poor church for the poor, and has made immigration and helping poor people really the centerpiece of his pontificate. So in Washington, for example, he'll be meeting with President Barack Obama, and he'll be giving an address to a joint session of Congress. He'll be the first Pope to ever do so. At the same time, he'll be going to Catholic Charities, which is run by the Archdiocese of Washington, to meet with and help feed the homeless. Then he's going to New York, and in New York he'll have a Mass at Madison Square Garden, and he'll also be addressing the United Nations to talk about climate change. That was a topic of an encyclical or major teaching document that he's just issued that's actually drawn an enormous amount of attention for its urgent call to do something about climate change. And then from New York, he then goes to Philadelphia. It's called an event called the World Meeting of Families, and that happens in different cities around the world, organized by the Vatican, and the Vatican has been organizing these kinds of events for years. It's a focus on family life and issues related to families. But for this Pope, who is so wildly popular in the United States, there will also be an outdoor mass and celebration on Benjamin Franklin Parkway that's expected to draw about 1 million people. He is adding a lot of these visits to people who are in disadvantaged situations. So he's meeting with the homeless in Washington. He is visiting a prison in Philadelphia. And in that sense, that's something that's slightly different.